Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. I know that I'm a little late on what I typically do with set releases. Yesterday was actually my anniversary with my wife, so spent a solid evening just chilling, getting dinner, played Frisbee. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be opening a case of Resurgence Booster. Everyone's in some ways, this is kind of a controversial set. In my opinion, I think it's better late than never. I think some cards are still needed, and other cards, not so much. But without further ado, I'm just going to go right into cracking these boxes open. If we hit that chase card Serious Mon, then the stream ends. Hopefully it does not come to be the second pack like that last stream we had for BT13, where I think it was our second or third pack where it was a Chase Ravemon. But that being aside, just chill. If you want to ask me any questions during the stream, feel free to. So with that, let's begin. Kind of missed opening Digimon boxes, because I know that we're in a pretty big lull period right now with Digimon. I know that this set doesn't really add much to the competitive scene. Everyone's already moving on to BT14, EX5, and to be fair, I think with releasing that information that Nationals is going to be EX5, it does remove a lot of people's desires to play the BT14 format. That's just my opinion, though. My 2 cents. So, anyway. Ooh, the first Jellymon. The wife and I already opened another case, so this is our first one. We actually opened 4 Hero Amanakawas in the first case, and then 3 Gamamon. So a lot of great cards in this set. I think, you know, like Kaiser Nail, Demiramon, Patamon, those are all good. The Cocytus Breath, also pretty decent as well. You got your typical Floodgates, and then of course you have 1, 2, 3 potential cards that are typically your RB1 set. I haven't really done too much with them. And then for some reason, the Megadramon is slotted afterwards. So it is a rare, but this is the rare slot. And then you have a promo slot, followed by a super rare, or in some cases, a memory boost. Overall, some of these cards are okay. Some of them I think could be better. What are your thoughts so far? Dear, how do you want me to hand these to you?
What?
Do you want me to just hand them to you? Like?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Man. It's Saturday. I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. So we've got our Agunimon, Tapir, Weed. Salah's pretty good for a good rarity bump. We got our Koromon, also a great rarity bump. Demi V, also great bump. Then we got your 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. And then we have a promo. And then another Hover Espimon alt art. Pretty cool. I think, you know, some of these cards won't be heavily played. Welcome, Eternal Demon King Oma ZO. You can build a full Gamamon deck where I can get a box. It will be fairly difficult, mainly because if you're looking for those new Hero Amanakawas, the ratio pulls for them are very awkward. A lot of the RB1 pulls seem to be undersaturated. Oh, hey, Boba Kitty. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. But yes, the set is heavily saturated with the reprints, so wanting to get those RB1 pulls is going to be a lot harder because you'll have your Upa, Ultimate, Chew, Lobo, Blosso, Sayako, and then you get your 1, 2, 3 possible chances. Ooh, we got a Proximamon. That's my 3rd regular art. You know, I'll just leave the good pulls on stream, and then we'll ship everything else to the wife for the time being. The problem is with this set is you don't really want to buy multiple boxes of the set. In terms of value, a lot of players have already been like, this is a really bad set to buy into. Personally speaking, if you're into collecting like I am, or even into just in general reselling or helping new players get off the floor, this is a great set to start with because, you know, you can get a Delicate Plans, Gabumons, even old starter deck cards that you might have not seen before, Floodgates, and then of course you've got your other stuff. Ooh, Sora and Joe Keto, and then of course a Shin Manzemon. So on that recommendation, if you are trying to build a Gamamon deck, I would just wait a little bit, see where some of the cards fall to, because I know that, you know, Proximamon for some players has been really hard to pull. The Tamers themselves have also been really hard to pull. I haven't had any issues so far because honestly, I'm just going through, looking at what I got, and then saying, ooh, and then moving on. Like, Lilithmon is also a great pull to have also because of the fact that it was only available in Special Booster 1.0 through 1.5 in that era. So these are older cards that are still played potentially for use. Personally, I like Lilithmon too, and the best part about this set also is that besides the rarity up bumps that you get, like this Devimon used to just be a, you know, non-foil card here. It's now foiled, but you also have to keep in mind that even cards of the old, like this Lilithmon here, it is now textured, actually. So there are textures in the background that weren't there before. So it's really nice. Yeah, for sure. So, moving on. Demi-Maramon's also a great card. I know a lot of players were running this in purple in their Belphimon decks, and the thing about it is it was like a $10 card at a certain point. That being said, now it's like a probably 50 cent to $1 card if even. And that's really great for new players to come into the game, especially if you're kind of wanting to not deal into Lorcana. And I have my own like opinion of Lorcana and other card games right now. It's just because that, you know, I would invest more into other card games, but the problem is the availability of them. So, and then I will give this to you, my dear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that's the main thing with me. I think that, you know, a lot of the only reason why I bought like 2 cases of this set is for the fact that my plan is to do a huge giveaway coming up in the next month or 2, and there I will be just giving away, for the most part, complete deck cores, because I want to help new players get into the Digimon scene, and I know that for some players it's not having accessibility to certain cards, and that's the big thing. Shaomon? Greymon, also a great hit. Like, so I've already opened a case, and I can tell you right now, in one case I opened up 58 of these. It will drastically bring the price down of this card, because it used to be probably a $10 card. It was only available in a starter deck, and now, you know what? I think it's more fair for players to have access to it. Also, personally speaking, I think that this should be limited to 1, because it is so generic and fairly good in any red deck that's going for aggro. So, ooh, our Regulusmon, and also we got ourselves a Blitz Omnimon. And yes, these Blitz Omnimons are also textured, which makes it also really nice. And apologies today if I sound a little bit lower energy than normal. I've just been really busy with a lot of things. I've been actually doing a lot more video gaming than Digimon related content, so hopefully I get all the stuff edited down for Monday's release. If not, I'll probably push it back another week, just because there's not a lot going on right now in the Digimon scene. And even though, again, BT14 is on the horizon with other starter deck stuff, I don't really foresee BT14 being that big of a hit of a format, mainly because with EX5 being the Nationals format, that will be what most players will be playtesting for. Nothing quite yet. I did see that in BT14 that you can slot a Greymon underneath your Agumon with that Crest of Courage card, which means that it could be slotted under. There's nothing else that's really used though, so I agree it's fine to a certain degree. But I also think that there are just some cards that need to go, and I also do think that Bandai does need to update its restriction list sooner rather than later, because, again, most players are playtesting for EX5. A lot of memory boosts. You're going to get a lot of these in this set. And I think it's a little disappointing too for some players, because I know they expected the training cards. And the training cards, while very powerful, at the same time, it's a great teaching tool for newer players for using the memory boosts first. Ooh, Blinding Ray, so good. And an Alt Art Siriusmon, that's really nice. Not the Chase, but it's still an Alt Art nonetheless. This is the 3rd one. Keeping it chill today, like I said. Yeah. Tai Kamiya, also a great tamer to see again. Everybody loves this tamer, just for that extra security check if you have 4 more Digivolution sources and your Digimon's red. Really great. And again, accessibility. That's the important thing for most card games. I know for like people who are playing Lorcana right now, they opened the order window for the second set for like 2 days, and I was kind of like, that's not enough time, dude. Like, and a reprint of the promo Agumon, which will soon be replaced by that BT14 Agumon, the super rare that gives you plus 2000 DP if your Digimon is Omnimon or Greymon in name. So, pretty good. There are definitely some super rares in the set that just aren't worth it anymore, I feel like. But a lot of the common uncommons are pretty good, though. I think that's a win in some ways. Promo Where Garurumon is also one that kind of hurts when you look at it, because you're like, you're limited now. And like this Shine Greymon too. It's kind of like, why? Like you pick so many ones where I'm like, why would you pick this? And then there are some rares that are still needed. They did a lot of the Diaboromon support cards, but they didn't bring back like the Caramon from BT2. That's super important. Koro, Terrier, Cocytus, Gulis Gamamon, Numa, Kenoise, TK. TK is a great card too to also get, and also rarity upgrade too if you didn't get it from the old set. And then of course Ulforce Veedramon. One problem I have with like Ulforce Veedramon in general is that it's not this version that's played the most. It's like later sets, and this one hasn't been played, and it was also reprinted as, well, I don't know if reprinted is the right word, but it's more of it was a chase card that very fell heavily after like just a couple of weeks because it just wasn't played comparatively to the Mastamon and Machine. The Machine. And another boost. Promo Garurumon's pretty good though. Like that is so good for blue Garurumon decks. And soon enough, there will be that Were Garurumon from the starter deck that you can Digivolve into purple and transition over. Pretty good. Omnimon's War. And this is also a good card too if you're wanting to do some shenanigans with Ace Digimon, because moving forward into the BT14, the new starter decks that are coming out in under a month, it's pretty fun to just, you know, play the Zwart or Digivolve into the Zwart and then bring back 2 of your Ace Digimon. I do think the pulling ratios of the memory boost is too much, but at the same time, like, I don't know what else you could fill it in with, to be honest. Probably this is my favorite card to pull so far of the reprinted SRs other than Lilithmon, just because Magna Angemon was so expensive for a time being, and it's played prevalently in some security recovery decks, set control, and I don't know, like, having more accessibility to it now is really nice. But yeah, some of the ratios are very, like, why are there so many? Like, I'm happy pulling multiple Demi-Marimons because I'm just going to build more Belphimon cores. And I know some local players will want to play Belphimon because it's that popular. It's that, you know, their way of playing things. But yeah, I am all here to just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. New Digimon stuff, new trailers. I briefly saw the new Adventure 02 stuff. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I do think that, you know, they're underpowering some of the Digimon and the Tamers themselves. We still don't have a memory fixer, I believe, for Yoli or Cody, and that's where I was kind of like, really, Bandai? You guys aren't gonna give these guys, you know, a memory fixer still? Koro, Demi. Oh, beautiful. Lilith. It's when I see a lot of Ulforces and Nidhogg's that I'm kind of like, oh, no, this kind of stinks. But overall, like I said, I've been slowly building up the collection, and at some point, I'll probably do a video on that too, on just showing, you know, what a collection looks like. How's everyone's weekend going? I saw a leaked ban list, quote unquote, that hit BT13 Geogray and Deathslinger, and I kind of wanted that. Ooh, kind of sad for the BT13 Geogray, though. I really like the Geogray, mainly because with BT14, there are a lot of shenanigans you could do with security. And I'll explain that in like a later video, but briefly talking about the new Patamon in BT14, it is crazy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm out of packs.
Also, I'll let you take that back.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I was gonna transition this over to you anyway, because
Okay.
box is done. Let's move to the next one. I just got sidetracked. But yeah, basically, if you have Patamon in Raise and you promote it up, when you promote the Patamon up, you can check your security for a yellow Digimon with vaccine in its traits. And Geogreymon happens to meet that criteria. So if you Digivolve into a Geogreymon that's chilling in your security that you saw there with your TK Takashi, you could then Digivolve into Geogray. Geogray will then trigger its one Digivolving effect, which lets it, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and play a Tamer. But you'd have to fully resolve the Patamon first to put a yellow vaccine Digimon, I believe, back into the security first. So hypothetically, you could cycle through like a yellow vaccine Digimon, assuming there's another TK in your security stack. So far, I'm loving, like, the uncommon pulls. Like, I'm just seeing so many Demi-Meramons, so many Koromons, and I'm like, this is so good for players who want to build into these decks, into these tribal archetypes. But yeah. As for Deathslinger, I hate that card. It can go to hell. Every time, I just hate it. Let's see. So, didn't help I played a Megidromel and ran into Deathslinger and security 3 times. Yeah, that's always the thing. Like, when my wife plays Beelzemon, typically what will happen is I'll be like, okay, I will attack your Impmon, and you're gonna mill the Deathslinger, and it's gonna be your turn. And she'd mill like the Deathslinger, and then mill the EX2 Beelzemon, and then she'd play back the Warp Digivolving Impmon, and I'm just like, cool, like freaking awesome. And then she'd be like, on her turn, because the Deathslinger moved it to her memory, she'd be like, okay, I'm going to put this X antibody underneath it. And I'm like, okay, GG, you win, because, you know, you got 30 cards in trash, and, yeah, I just lose. Like GG. I did see Avault have a video earlier this week, and he was talking about, is trashing security too powerful? There are a lot of videos that I want to do that discuss kind of, you know, is Digimon going in the right or wrong direction? And there's no answer that's, you know, necessarily correct. It's just more of an opinion. And I feel that the more Bandai brings out cards that circumvent the memory system, and that's one thing I love about the Digimon trading card game. It's the memory system. It's the utilization of your resources. And when you make cards that circumvent the resource of a game, it's where I really don't like really what happens to the game. In the case of like BT12 Marcus Damon, because that attacks and you can just Evo for free. Hidden potential discovered. I think it should be probably banned at this point, but that's a controversial take, you know, for some players, because the green players feel like they don't really have much to eat with. But I also think that because Hidden Potential Discovered is a card, or you have cards like Quartzmon, that severely limits your game design of what you can do with that color. So until certain cards get, you know, restricted, or in some cases rotated out, because if we have a rotation, I don't really know what's going to happen in the card game. I think it's more of a question of, you know, what do you want to see with the Digimon card game? I'm all about flavor. Taste of Victory is one of my favorite creators that I watch it with his content because of his flavorful analysis. Sorry, dear, I forgot to sleeve that.
What?
I forgot to sleeve that last card.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, cool.
I got mine.
Yeah, like, trashing security is something that, you know, I think there should be if you look back to Gallantmon, for example, Gallantmon is one of the first Digimon that could trash security. And comparatively now, it is not as strong as other decks. Even though you have some decks that are like, I can trash 5 security in one go. And you're like, bro, what? Hey, did you watch TCG? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. And Dirty Diamonds as well. Let's see. Friends are already playtesting for Nats. What do you think may be there? I personally think that, you know, with no restrictions right now, heavily speaking, I think that Nationals is going to be predominantly purple. It will see a huge explosion and representation of Metal Garurumon X, Fenry Lugamon, and also you'll see elements of maybe Leviathanmon and even Anubismon. Those are it's going to be heavily purple. And the thing is, if Bandai doesn't like restrict anything, I think that, you know, it'll be reminiscent of Nationals last year, particularly with, you know, we already knew that BT11 Black War Greymon X was a problem. We knew Greymon X was a problem as well, and yet, you know, we played it through. If it weren't for a misplay from one of the players during Worlds, Black War Greymon would have won, and the culprit for both of these was honestly that Greymon X. And if we hadn't had that, it would have been a very different format because nobody would have known what to play. Why do I keep doing that? Tapir, Holy Flame, Lobo, Demi, Sala, Weed, Kenoice, Gulis, Vessen, Gray, Arrow, and a Blitz Omni. I love me some Blitz Omnis. But yeah, with EX5 being the main thing that everybody wants to playtest, I don't really foresee people really playing BT14 because it's just going to be a format where, you know, no one cares about it. No one's going to really build towards it because what else did Bandai announce? They said, hey, you don't need an invite to go to Nats. It's an open invitation to, like, you can go, but if you did earn your invite, you get a 2-round bye. So, like, there's an advantage there, but at the same time, there's no real motivation at this point for players to play in any more regionals. There's no motivation for players to... I mean, if you want to avoid 2 rounds, and yeah, by all means, play it, but... that's the big question. Like, what do you do? I can't recall if we also had, like, a preemptive restriction on, like, Argomon and Hidden Potential Discovered when we first had the set release, because in, like, the earliest of Special Booster 1.5. Ooh, wait a minute. Is this it? Is that the silver? Oh, God. Hold the phone. Well, we got the Chase Seriousmon.
Yay! Good job.
Is there another Chase in this set? Hello? I'm pretty sure that's the Chase. You know what? We'll just leave it there. I think it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. I was like, wait a minute. You can get Seriousmon in the silver packs? Well, look like... I guess I'll call that the Chase, but you know what? I'll just keep going. Hey, thanks, Ray Diamonds. I appreciate it. The stream will continue. I'll keep opening boxes. It's too short. Come on. I can't end it on like that. We can't do 30-minute stream and then just yeet. Come on. Come on. I honestly didn't think it came in that. I thought it came in the actual, like, core set. TK and a green mem boost. But yeah, huge oversaturation of memory boost. I think I have a huge stack already. And like I mentioned, with one case, I got 58 Greymons. I can build a bunch of Greymon decks. Are they going to be good? Probably not, but I mean, yeah, whatever floats your boat. Ultimate Flare. Like, Palmon is one of those cards where I'm like, why? Why is this card in here? It's not even good. Like, it's terrible. Like, everything else, though, has been pretty decent so far. I think the Chase Seriousmon has already dropped under 100, though, from what I heard. I haven't checked prices, though. I don't look at prices for things that much these days. Gonna be honest, guys, I've been playing a lot of video games, and it's like a guilty pleasure kind of video game. It was actually a game from middle school that I used to play a lot, so... And I got a friend back into it, so we've just been chilling playing that. Blocker Devimon would have been good. I think it would have been great too for the fact that a lot of I mean, you have ways to give blocker to your angels and fallen angels, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, $3 cards aren't terrible. I think when they exceed like $5 or $10 is where like, oh come on, I gotta shell out money for that. No, I do like the texture though. I think like, so overall, my opinion of Resurgence Booster, I think the cards picked were okay. I think the quality of the cards printed were pretty good. I think the pull ratios that I've observed so far are decent. But I think the timing is absolutely wrong. I think we are way too late getting these types of reprints, and we should be in more of a BT6 through BT10. Ooh, Blinding Ray. Heck yeah. We're in more of a BT6, BT10 reprint point. Amphimon, 2 Proximon, and a Shinmonzai. That is really stacked. Two Proximon is really good. Really freaking good. Speak of the devil. I am okay with this box. I have pulled another Proximon alt art. I think that's my 4th one, so we're good. We got our Proximon alt arts now. Yay. Swag. So good. Like, admittedly, I agree that, you know, some of the card pull rates are kind of garbage. I know some players were talking about the Tamers, for example, that are just really hard to pull. I mean, what, like, the fact that you're only 3 cards of the RB1s that are going to be right here in this area, or it kind of sucks. Bro, what is this? I pulled an alt Proximon and an alt Sirius, and I also pulled the Chase Sirius. Like, okay, cool. You serious?
How many serious jokes can you make?
The memory boost should have been the alt arts. The fact that you can only get them in gift boxes is kind of tragic. I think that that's the most unfair element of this. But you know what? If you want to do that, you got to do it. What the heck? Oh, it's just an all force. All force. I haven't picked up any gift boxes yet. I'm probably gonna wait till the price of them drop. Not the gift boxes, the alt memory boost, which, who knows, they might go up, but whatever. I got bigger fish to fry right now anyway. So we got Pal, Weed, Holy Flame, Hoopa, Sayako, Delicate Plan, Jellymon, Lamort, Coolis, Gillyhuman, and Diabora. Oh, I love Magnamons. Magnamons are always good too. And that's the thing, like it's gonna be refreshing for me come November, because that's when I plan on doing the giveaway stream. And you know, just give away like a Secon deck, a Greymon deck, a Blue Flare deck, and just have all these decks, you know, ready for players that if they want to play them, they're available. And that's what I ultimately want to do. I like giving to the community, because the community is, without a community, your game just dies. And that's ultimately like, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna keep giving. Support your content creators. That's my message. If you're not following DigiWatch TCG, do consider heading their way as well. Subscribing to their content. Everybody starts somewhere, and I wouldn't be where I am without the support of other content creators who believed in me as well. And the thing is, as they get more viewership, they are able to find and determine their direction and pivot and grow. That's the ultimate thing. I do plan on doing a D Brigade. Royal Knight I can't, because I don't have any more of the secrets. I'm completely out of the Omnis. Like, if I had Omnis, I would do that. Like, come BT14. The reason why I'm waiting until November to do giveaway stuff is because I want to pick up all the stuff from BT14 as well to include in that giveaway. So with D Brigade, you're also going to get Brigade Ramon and the other High Command Ramons and stuff like that. So like you literally have a fully fledged deck ready to go. Let's go. I also plan on doing like maybe a Fenrir Lugamon deck too. So like, you know, there's going to be a lot of different decks that are going to go. And I also plan on doing like giveaways also with like a playmat and like
Are you gonna give me the from the previous box?
Oh yeah. I gives. Well, I'll keep these 3.
That's fine.
So people can see that we have pulled, like, seriously, some pulls. I'm tired, guys. Digimon! One. I hope BT17 is another game set like BT11. I want more flavor. I want new card types. Like, Ace was, like, okay when they first revealed it, but, like, I don't think it's seen enough to be, like crazy. Hey, BB dudes, welcome! Welcome to the stream! Good to see you. Good to hear from you. We're all alive. Oh, Dirty Diamonds, 1 card unrestricted, 1 card restricted, and 1 card banned. Are you asking, like, what would I ban, what would I unrestrict, and what would I, ban? Well, I already looked at the back, so it doesn't matter. It's a Blitz Omnimon. Okay. So, if I were to unrestrict 1 card... Oh, man. That is a very deadly question to ask. I would unrestrict 1 card. I mean, there's only 1 card that's banned outright. So, I would unrestrict Mega Digimon Fusion to 1 if you're going to keep HPD. Otherwise, I would restrict probably... I just hate Greymon. I'm kind of over, like, Greymon cards having so much overtuned elements. So for me, I would hit the starter deck 1 Greymon. And then for the 1 card banned, if you don't unrestrict Mega Digimon Fusion to 1, I would ban HPD, because I hate that card too. I don't hate it. It's more of a, like, I think it's unfair. Man, Cyber Sleuth would be great. Though, to be fair, I haven't played through the entire game. Digimon video games just weren't fun for me after they migrated systems from PS1. Like, I played Digimon World 1, I played World 2, I played Rumble Arena, I played... Oh, my favorite is probably Digimon Digital Card Battle. That game was so fun. Mainly because it was like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, and, well, the Digimon card game, had a baby. And it was just like, you'd Digivolve into a Digimon, and then you hologram summoned it, and you were like, go attack him! And you're like, yeah, boy! Kyoko Alphamon support, heck yeah. Everybody wants their next waifu. HBD is a Yu-Gi-Oh card if you draw, if you damn near win, thanks to how powerful. Yeah. I think it is too powerful in some ways, too. I think that's a thing. So. On average, you're probably going to see 1 Greymon per pack. That's how common this Greymon is. Not everyone's going to play it, but, like, not everyone's also going to have all the pieces either. So that's another thing. Bam. Yeah, we got some burgers yesterday at my old college stomping grounds. And then we ended the night with some shaved ice after playing some disc golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, wife learned how to play disc golf.
I tried.
It was quite the experience.
You could say that.
The thing about disc golf, dear, is you don't throw the frisbee the same way as you would if you're playing ultimate frisbee. Here you are. Oh, I guess I should ask you. How's the audio sound?
Good. Sounds good.
Anything cut out yet?
No.
Alright. I don't know what happened then today. Because, like... Guys, normally when I stream, bad things happen. So, the fact that it hasn't, like, kapooted at all, like, in the first 30 minutes, I'm like, okay. Give it another 40 minutes and we'll see what happens. But I have a lot of, like, video ideas I want to, like, do. And the problem is it's just time, scripting it, and, Oh, thanks, Master of Hamsters. Yeah, of course. I love jinxing things. Like, 100%. That's just me. I just had to check that with the wife, see if anything else was new. One video I want to do still is Digimon that have not been made into the Digimon trading card game yet. There are still about 5 Digimon that I desperately am like, where the hell are these Digimon? Number 1 is Parrotmon. I will advocate for a Parrotmon Digimon, and I will 100% advocate that it is... Oh, the Jank Dancer. Thank you very much for the $5 tip. I appreciate it. I will 100% support a Parrotmon Digimon card that is very anti-security +1 or anti-security, just in general. Just because a lot of Greymon Digimon are +1 security, blah, 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 blah. Or it'd be funny if it's like this you can't raid into this Digimon. You can't switch targets on this when this Digimon is in play. It's like the anti-floodgate for Agumon and Greymon decks. That'd be so funny. Another Zwart. Number 2, I am waiting for Duskmon. And number 3, Velgmon. I am 100% wanting the dark, like, spirit evolutions for Koichi. And I'm surprised we didn't get those first before we got Loimon and Kaiser Leomon. Ooh, 3-color cards is something that I'm like, I don't think they'll ever do that. I mean, have they done it in... Oh, they did do... Is there a Rainbow Luffy that they just revealed in One Piece? Because I think they just revealed in One Piece the rainbow-colored Luffy. And I was kind of like, whoa, why would you do this? Like, we have Rainbow Digivolutions, but if they ever made a rainbow card, I think it can only count as the colors of tamers or something that's in play. So yeah, you could, in theory, like, get there by running multiple colored tamers, but man. Digivices were cards that I definitely wanted to do, which is why I did that last What If episode about that. I think I'm going to go back and revisit Grani, Behemoth, and a few other item cards from Tamers. I think that'd be fun. Why would you reprint Craniumon? Like why? Why would you do this? They're just...
He's going to come and make a comeback.
They're just better cards than Craniumon. I mean, I guess if you want to build meme decks, you can. I mean, another format that you can now make is literally going to be the 50-cent format. Because some cards will be under $1. Oh yeah. Because of the Greymon now, I can run it in a in my Digi-Dollar challenge. The New Beginnings BT16 set promotional materials reference Digivolving into cards with 2 or more colors. Oh no. Great. It'll be interesting. Digimon has a very niche fan base. A niche fan base. So because of that, I think that, you know, it'll be extended for a while, you know, how well this card game does. But if I feel like if Bandai were to drop a Bleach 1000-year Blood War card game right now, I might actually jump immediately into that. Because after watching the finale for today's season, I was like, oh man, this is hype. Yeah, Suzanomon would definitely be one, I feel like. Honestly, Paladin mode could also be like white, blue, and green. Because it fits the theme of, you know, you got the white Omnimon, you've got the blue for Vmon, and then the green for Sting. Or Worm. You know what? I'm just watching the anime at this point because I want to see...
One of your polls.
No, keep that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still on the Bleach train mainly because I want to see what's different about it from the anime, from the original manga that I read. The original manga was heavily... Okay, so to be real... this wasn't Kubo's decision, it was more so the publisher's and editor's decision, so because of that, he had to, like, cram a bunch of stuff into literally, like, one chapter. Like, he needed, like, I think like 12 chapters to finish the story, and he got 2 chapters to do it. So he had to like just cram it all. That doesn't count, Fake Through. I don't count Union Arena. That's like everything. Man, every time I've like tried to get back to work on that Bleach trading card game concept that I was thinking about, I literally just have something else pop up, and I'm like, okay, I'll come back to this later. Another bear for you, by the way, if we have an extra.
Okay.
Yeah. But like bottom line, Dork Ladius, my thought process for a Bleach card game would have been like, I don't know if I want leaders or if I want life points. I don't know if I want like security cards. Like, there's so many card games out there. And one thing that I was like talking about with other people even was kind of like okay, do you want to like have reishi cards that are kind of like Dawn cards or like lands or whatever from Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, stuff like that? Do you want that as like your resource? And do you want to basically power up your character each turn, and then when you meet the conditions, you can, you know, play like the character from an extra deck and say like Bankai? Man, that'd be so fun if you're just like, I have 5 reishi, I power up my Ichigo Kurosaki, and now we're gonna Bankai!
You're so cute.
Yeah, thanks, dear. Come on. Yeah, I'm on box 3 right now. I'm just chilling. Oh, man, did we get another Arcturusmon? Yeah, we did, boy. This is a really dark card, so every time it shows up, I'm like, I know exactly what it is. And it's just kind of sick looking. And again, I really like the texture. Now, one thing that it is missing from this set is the fact that these cards don't still have the marked, like, they don't have the star quite yet. The star comes in, I think, BT14 to tell you if it's an alt art. Because there are some cards I look at that I'm like, I don't know if you're an alt art or if you're a regular art. Crap. Bro, I wish Proximon showed in the anime. Like, every time someone was like, yo, they just released Arcturusmon and Proximamon, I'm like, yo, they better show this in the anime. And then they didn't show it in the freaking anime, and I was like, this anime is dead to me. I don't care about it now. Alright, Dork Ladies, thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you had fun. Let's see. Best of luck, and I hope you win the box. Because I'm just going to keep opening mine. I didn't win it, I just bought it. It's kind of like a video game, you know? Where I have like... I've grinded so many hours, and I now have something called disposable income. And voila, I can take my hard-earned money to buy stuff. Yeah, like, there are just some cards in this card game where I'm like, I can't tell if you're an alt art or a secret. Help me. Oh, the first Angoramon. Nice. The other problem, I mean, so like what you experience with Ghost Game is exactly what I experienced with reading the Bleach manga. And because of that, that's why, you know, I'm like, I want to know how this is different from the original source material. And the finale for today's episodes did not disappoint me by any means. Hey, y'all. Hey, ho. Hi, ho. And we got another memory boost. Hey! Okay, so my wife and I have also been rewatching all the Miyazaki films on HBO Max. So it was actually kind of funny that we just got to that scene where the river spirit, who's dirty as all hell, they basically, you know, wash it, and they have to like do the heave-ho moment. Lucamon! Heave! Ho! Padamon's also a great card to come back to. Now that I have a bunch of these, I'm honestly going to probably make like a yellow hybrid like core for players, because I know that, you know, they can utilize that in conjunction with Rapidmon to literally like get going. How old am I? I am, oh god, I'm 31.
Yes, 31.
Thank you. I'm old. I play a children's card game probably, and I'm old.
Not old.
I love anime, and I'm old. Like every time my parents are like, "Aren't you too old for that stuff?" It's like, no. Like I don't care what you say. I love it. Like my house is filled with Gundams. It's filled with Digimon. It's filled with Zoids. I love Zoids. I love mechas. I love, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, which is weird. I don't really care to, like, I'll watch Attack on Titan, but I don't really buy anything Attack on Titan related. Oh, thank you, y'all. I really appreciate that. I would argue that my production quality is probably mid to low tier, mainly because I feel it's more basic, but it's more so to communicate and get the point across without fluffing it. There are a lot of creators out there who do amazing production quality, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just disagree creatively with you know, adding extra fluff. I don't think, you know, a deck profile for a video a deck profile for a video at 30-40 minutes is worth someone's time. I don't think doing a complete set review video also is really great, because if you go over an entire set and do 2 hours to talk about every card, I don't think, you know, necessarily everyone will care about all the cards. Some people will tailor their interest more towards one specific archetype. NYC boy, I wish we got more mecha anime nowadays besides Gundam. I mean, that's true. I mean, Code Geass was probably like the secondary mecha anime. Technically, if you think about it too, I would argue that Attack on Titan is technically a mecha anime in some regards, because you have humans who are piloting giant biological Evangelion-like suits. They're organic, but they're still piloting them. I don't like doing longer videos for the fact that I think that it takes away from the value of the knowledge that I want to give. Ultimately, I want to efficiently and effectively use the time to communicate something to my viewers and let you be on your way. I'm not here to generate all the clicks and views. I am more so here to supply information, entertain you, and that's pretty much it. Another Blitz. Nice. TNT Boomski. I honestly am super happy with this set release, but would you recommend a new player to pick up 1 to 2 boxes to start out their collection? Absolutely. If you're looking to just, you know, start your collection with Digimon, this isn't a bad way to start it either, because this does include a lot of the cards from older sets. And the best part is, they're all foil. So that's something that I love. And for some people may hate, because the problem with, you know, having every card being foil is that they'll likely curl in super dry or humid environments. And that's the main thing. Some people don't like, you know, curled cards. I love the bling, and I think that's one thing that players really loved about BT11. It's that you had a lot of foil cards that you could get. The downside is it did remove from your pool of potential cards that you could get from your rares, which meant that you had less rares overall to play with, which I agree with. I think that there are more effective ways to, you know, do that Magic the Gathering type of thing where every card is potentially a foil. Ah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Nidhoggs should not be any expensive at all. They're not a heavily played card. I think the main cards that would have tanked would have been like, you know, your Patamons, your Demi-Marimons, your BT1 Taikamiyas. Demi-Vmons aren't really played right now for the fact that there isn't really a good deck that really utilizes them. Imperial Dramon's not like super like hyper competitively meta, and also the fact that moving into BT14, everyone's gonna be playing Bukamon because that guy gives you jamming if you have a Digimon with more Digivolution sources. So much value there. But yeah, BT11 rares though, I mean, there are some that people really like sought after, like the Greymon X, which was like, I think it was like a $5-10 card for a little bit early on, and then, you know, it dropped back down to $2 or $3. And then once it got finally that restriction, it was like, hey, you are now probably going to be like 25 cents. Yeah, Demi-Marimon was really expensive. Like, you had, like, there was a Judge variant of it. There was a Winners promo version of it. Those were all, like, you know, $15, $20. After Belphemon won a Regional or an Ultimate Cup, that's when it spiked again to, like, for the regular copy, it was, like, $6 to $10. And now that it is more readily available, and I'm a huge advocate for readily available cards. Yeah, the promo Garurumon is really useful in this set. Unfortunately, like, I think the worst part about it is that you don't have a Were Garurumon that's, like, blue and purple to utilize it with yet. And the fact that they only made a Garurumon X that's blue, purple, and a Were Garurumon that is purple that digivolves from any Garurumon, I still think that the Greymon archetype is fairly overtuned, unlike some other archetypes, which could use that too. It was really weird to me when EX5 introduced the Hawkmon line, and you had Aquilamon and Garudamon, and, you know, while they're all bird and vaccine, they're green. And I'm like, bro, why would you put these in green? Takemiya great. Where Garurumon is, you know, seen its time, and now it's only one of. But having those Garurumons is actually nice, because I can put my other ones back in my promo binder. We might. Surprised that they didn't do more with Dawn and Dusk. I do wish... Wait, is this what I think it is? Oh, another Amphimon. This is like my 6th or 7th one. I've gotten a lot of Amphimons. You're going to heavily see like a lot of the same cards in your cases, if you, especially if you get them. But yeah, the chance of you getting a Tamer during your RB1 actual like set from your pack, like you've seen me open probably a couple like 20, 30 packs now. I think this is the first Tamer I've gotten in a while. Yes, a case is fairly expensive. So on average, most people will sell cases for about $700 to $800 to $900. That's usually about the spot that they sell cases at in order to kind of not lose any money. For the most part, if you got a case for about $800, $840, then, you know, the person who sold it to you is just kind of breaking even. Apparently for this set, Bandai raised their prices on it. So distributors, I think we're charging like $72, $75. So anybody selling it at $60 to $65 is just losing money. Yeah, like $800, somewhere around there. I think mine were $840.
Don't forget a drink.
I shall, my dear, after I finish this box.
Okay.
Yeah, you serious? So you have 12 boxes in a case. I want to be in this one. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that it's really weird that like for distributors to ask for like $75 for like the box, but it's floating at like a $65 to $70 box, then it's fairly kind of like, wait, so you're gonna lose money then regardless. If like it feels to me a little bit like EX1, but again, I feel like it's also because this is one of those sets where it's too late and it won't really do anything. Like, personally, I wished we could have gotten something like every 3 months. I have pulled 2 from a case so far for the Vidramon. Ooh, that is expensive, y'all. I wonder how much international shipping is. One thing I'm all about is making it more readily available for players to have something, to use something. Because I love Digimon. I created Digimon as a kid. I drew them, gave them names, evolutions, everything. And you know what? Still love it. That's crazy, Kanji. Yeah, so basically I think I paid $8.40 for my cases each. So $16.80 USD for 2 cases. Whew. Staccato? What do you mean? Man, I've gotten so many of these Agumons and I'm kind of happy about it, but also kind of sad about it. And the only downside about the... oh, wait. I want you to have this. The only downside about that Agumon reprint is the fact that in BT14, which releases in about 2 months, less than that, actually, you are literally going to have an Agumon that just replaces it. So at that point, it's just cycled out. It's a retrain. At this point, I do want them to reprint Beelstarmon. So. But it won't happen for a bit. Oh no, it's still 2K. Yo, let's go. Another Proximamon. Let's go. So the Agumon has the exact same inheritable. It's plus 2000 DP, but it gets the plus 2000 DP on your turn if your Digimon is Greymon or Omnimon now instead of just Greymon. Bless you, dear.
Thank you.
Why does Bandai hate Europe so much? I think Bandai's honestly spreading themselves very thin with all these different card games they're running. And I think that's one issue that they have with, you know, meeting demand. Bro, how many serious mons am I going to get here? Yeah, it's super power crapped. The fact that it has that inheritable and also a start of main turn that at the start of your main, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with Greymon in its name. Well, I think there's more to that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to look it up real quick. Oh, wait. Wrong set. Wrong set. I need Blast Evolution. Start of your main, if you have a Tamer with Tai Kamiya in its name, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Greymon from your hand without paying its cost. Like, why? Why do you make it that way? Like, why does this Digimon get to be so uber powerful? I think it's just crazy. Yeah, North America is very different with our formats and everything. Like, it's just we're a weird breed. Everyone in chat right now. Main character privilege, pro tag privilege. Makes me think of I was watching Kuroko No Basket the other day, and there was literally the one scene where it's just like, well, Taiga, long time no see. There are quite a few UK content creators out there. I know that. I know Karn is over there. There's also a Digivoid Gaming. Is that one of them? Or was it Digital Hazard? There's 2 creators who I know of who are in UK. We have a few Canadian ones too. Yeah. Yeah. Mimi, and a Omnimon Zord. I can't remember. Give me 1 sec. I follow a lot of different Digimon content creators. There's Digital Gate Studios. East is in Japan. Team FD TCG. I can't find it right now. There's too many creators. I show my love to all of them though. Wow, ones I agree with. And I'm back to Andromon. There was a post on Facebook earlier, 2 days ago, I think, that was basically asking who are some underrated content creators who don't really have huge followings. It was really interesting that someone listed Karn, because Karn has like 58,000 subscribers, and I was kind of like, hello? That's not underrated. There it is. There's that Vidramon that someone was asking about. Ghost Vidramon. Here you go. We'll leave that right there. I'll have my... I'll just leave a Siriusmon and Proximamon like pull count. Direbitmon? I haven't gotten any of the alt art memory boosts yet. They're only in gift boxes and available in gift boxes. And being located centrally in Kansas, I don't expect to see any update in terms of, you know, supply for a little bit. Digimon is also kind of a lower tier game in my local area, mainly because a lot of players enjoy playing One Piece, and there's also Magic that, you know, swarms. Can't confirm Battle Spirits isn't really a thing though here. Battle Spirits is probably the lowest tier thing, and also Lorcana. Man, original OTK Melga was so good. I think it was balanced in a way that if you had a security bomb that nuked it, you were fine. Like that was the big thing. If you had a security bomb and it killed the Melga, you were like, okay, cool. Like I'm fine. Like you have to rebuild your stack now. The battle protection is also what made it kind of fun. BT9 was definitely one of the first sets that power crept so hard that it was kind of scary. Yeah. Like, right now, I don't think I've really played much Digimon in terms of the actual card game itself. My wife and I have just been doing other things. And I'm also trying to avoid that burnout element because there's so much to go over for Digimon in the coming weeks. Because, again, many players are going to be focused on EX5 rather than doing, you know, BT14. That I've got to bum rush through all that analysis and review, you know, the entire set for both before I really go back to deck profiles. That's the main thing. Ooh, we got Tamer. To all you sure what's their name? I don't... which question? The name of the content creator in UK? What are the chances of Garurumon X getting limited during Nats? I don't think it will. I don't think it should. Because my personal opinion right now is that if you knew that BT11 Greymon X is going to be that problematic and you did nothing about it and let it free reign during the Nationals last year, you should kind of let the Garurumon one slide too. Because that kind of set the precedence. Oh, I agree. The problem is, like, Metal Garurumon X was a deck that lost predominantly to Security Control. If Security Control was your matchup, you almost certainly lost for the fact that you don't have an out unless you decide to red splash and do a delicate plan. Now, in like the face of the Black War Greymon X matchups that you faced with Metal Garurumon, that was also hard for the fact that if you unsuspend, you just blow up. Yeah. Apocalymon is one of those cards where I was kind of like, I read the effect, I looked at it, and I thought, you made this too generic. Even the What If episode version I made wasn't this generic. So in that regard, I think that's where they messed up. Kind of letting you being able to pick any level 6 or lower Digimon to put under it, too powerful in that element. Because then you're able to basically cycle through any colors, which I get because, you know, you could go to Apocalymon through Metal Seedramon, you could go there with your Puppetmon, but still, like, ooh. What kind of content can you do for Digimon on YouTube is my question. Oh, because I'm trying to not be a copycat of... Okay, so bottom line with Digimon content, I think that in regards to what content you can make, it's really up to what interests you and what you think other people will be interested in. There are two ways to look at content creation in general. Are you doing it for money, or are you doing it just to kind of be a blog of your life? If you do it for your own, like, blog of your life, then it doesn't really matter what you make content for. If you're trying to, like, make it big, that's where it's more of a, okay, you have to tailor towards what's hot. What do people want to see? Gameplay is something that always people want to see more of. I don't do gameplay as much right now for the fact that I have a specific need of production when it comes to that. And I can't meet those needs right now, which is why I choose not to do those types of videos. So I don't do that. In regards to like deck profiles, you can make it as, you know, basic as you want. You can make them as short or long. I've seen some content creators, you know, make like a 2-minute video, very quickly flashing the cards on screen, like what they are. You've had some content creators who make 30, 40-minute long videos discussing every possible card viability in the deck, and also going through the combos. I think that's fine too. I just think that, you know, that can be a little excessive. But for some people who are just wanting something to listen to in the background, I can understand why they want a 30 to 40-minute video. Me personally, I think that you want to tailor towards everyone's attention. So like an 8 to 10-minute video in my mind is kind of the sweet spot. Yeah, so the Apocalymon lore powers, it's basically a Digimon that could use powers of other Digimon. So, like, it could use Machine Dramon's Giga Cannon or Mugen Dramon's Mugen Cannon if you're pretty spiteful with the English dubbing. It could use Metal Seedramon's River of Power. It could use Myodasmon's Grizzly Wing, Crimson Lightning. You also had the Virus Bomb with Datamon. It could also use Death Claw from Devimon, and that's where, you know, overall it was one of those, man, this is like all over the place. And I feel that, you know, if Bandai really wanted to like balance it a little bit in ways, they could have made it so that it's only a purple Digimon, and then they make strictly purple Digimon that it could do. Hilariously, when I was developing the What If series for Apocalymon, I made it so that it would have been, you would have had Dark Masters, and then you would have also had Servants of Dark Masters. And the reasoning for that is because each Dark Master also has, you know, henchmen or secondary commanders that they have. And by having Servant of Dark Masters as the text, they technically have Dark Master in the text still, which means that, you know, it would count towards the Apocalymon. Comet Chip, welcome to the stream. Polls have been great. I've been laying out all the serious mons, and also, you know, the chased serious mon from the box toppers, and I also just got a Vidramon. So, pretty good so far. We're just chilling, having a good time. Because I have pulled, you know, some chase cards, I probably will end the stream early, but we'll see what happens. Food just sounds always good. Jellymon, let's go. Oh, I'll give you this one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, polls have been great. It's been fun. It's been chill. I had other, you know, content creators tell me, like, why would you waste money on 2 cases? And it's like, bro, I'm giving away, like, a lot of these cards for, like, a giveaway. Like, like, do you think I care about the minusing? I'm a collector. I want 4 of everything. I must have 4 of everything. I am sad that some of the sick promos are... Yeah. The promo Agumon... Yeah, that was also kind of sad. I agree. It would have been great. Like, funny enough, one thing that I kind of wish that they did with this set also was that, you know, when you're going through the set and you hit that, you know, oh, it's an All Force Vidramon. It's like, what if they also made the alt art All Force available? What if they made the alternate art Shine Greymon available? Alt art Lilithmon available? I think that would have been also kind of cool. But so far, like, opening, like, you know, the secrets and everything, I'm just like, oh, it's a Black War Greymon, and I don't really like this artwork. I think this artwork is doo-doo. Blinding Ray, that was a plus. Hey, speak of the devil! I was kind of wanting the Game On stuff from the set, but decided against it at the last. I think that, you know, if you're wanting it for a specific deck, my personal opinion is that this set is not, like, top tier meta decks. It is fun to, like, have new support, new styles, new cards to open. Like, if you need a fix to, like, you know, just open some cardboard, like, I mean, this is fine. Like, it's a great way to, like, do it. Like, for me, I'm like, cool, I got another Magna Angemon. This is gonna go towards a SecCon, like, core that's gonna go to someone. Because, you know, some people just didn't get into the game long enough. Yeah, so most of it's, like, really just cheap to buy. I mean, after this, I'll be sorting cards, getting things ready. I do disagree with some of the cards that they were like, hey, let's reprint this. And I'm like, why would you reprint Craniumon? No one plays Craniumon. Promo Caramon. No one plays Promo Caramon. This Agumon. Why? But overall, like, these types of streams are just to have fun, pull cards, just chat, talk about stuff, talk about restrictions, talk about ban lists, talk about, you know, the evolution of the card game, where it's going, and you know, I think that BT14 is a great spot for Digimon to kind of have a soft reboot. It's a great way for players to kind of come in, figure out, you know, what's for them, and at the same time, it's just really interesting. Oh, look, another Amphimon. Amphimon! Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad they touched some of them, but they didn't really touch all of them, is kind of like my problem with the set. Like, they did Lucemon, but I would have loved to have seen, like, Ancient Greymon, Ancient Garurumon, like, those are, you know, cards that not many players would have, and having to, like, go through them specifically to get it. Promo Gunimon and Promo Lobomon have already been reprinted to hell. Like, there's so many of them out there. But, like, the Burning Gray and the Ancient, or not Burning Gray, the Ancient Gray and the Ancient Guru were also ones that I wish they had done. Like, this was also nice. Having Sora and Joe come back is also really nice. Hover Espimon, let's go! The meme boy. We got ourselves Rise Greymon. Like, Rise Greymon is another one of those cards where I was kind of like, you know, this would have been nice to have a while back because players were wanting to, like, Digiburst and, like, remove sources to play, like, their Marcuses. But now that you have so many Rise Greymons that are, like, when Digivolving, play Marcus Damon from hand. It's like, I don't need this guy. Like, why are you offering this to me? It doesn't do, like, it's such a niche card. And on the Nidhogg. Do you think Alice McCoy will see play with the new Luke? Yes. Yes. I think it could. Because Dobermon is a dark animal Digimon, so you could technically, I think, play it off of some of the Lugumon effects. And as a result, you have another thing that could be sacrificed. And also recover items that you could use from your trash. Demons are kind of nice, though. Can I get some sleeves? Is it here?
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, cool.
I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Luga, Dober, and Black Automons are the main level 4s. Fangmons could also be used if you really wanted to. I was looking into that a little bit, too, recently. Another Agumon, pretty nice. And then Red Mem Boost.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Alright, Gray, Jackraid, HPD, Patamon, Koro, Demi-V. Like, I love all these, like, reprints here. Like, all these cards, I really like them. And the fact that they're now foil, I'm like, cool. Even though HPD already has a foil version, but that's not beside the point. Gamma, Pyoyo, SB, Mimi Tachikawa's good. Hero, and Blue Men Boost. Yeah, that's the main thing I'm peeved about with the set, is that we don't have the Alt Art Memory Boost. Even though, like, literally you'd open probably, like, one of these, like, every other pack. Like, it's crazy. Bam! Upa, Ultimate, Shade, Kaiser, Blasso, Sayako, Angora, Battle Gammon, Watson Gamma. Taikami is also great, and then another Mem Boost. Like, you've seen me open back-to-back-to-back packs with Memory Boost. Interestingly, I'm not really seeing a pattern with, like, opening packs for this set. Normally, after opening, like, 6 boxes, I see, like, oh, when I open up this pack, I'm guaranteed to get this pull at the back. I'm not seeing that much this time.
It's a free-for-all.
Yeah, it's very much a free-for-all this time. So many Memboosts. Here. Yeah, Labra. Hover SB, regular art. Ah, good old pack opening. Good old cards. Nothing like the smell of fresh cardboard. Serious and Shine. Xiao, Aguni, Koro, Gabu, Adelicate, Blasso, Thetis, Wezen, Tesla, Pata, Direbit, and Ulforce. Another mem boost. I wonder how much the alt art memory boosts are going for right now. Are they like crazy high, or are they fairly like cheap too? Because I'm guessing a lot of the regular art ones have dropped already to like under $1. Just because of the increase in supply. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Zort. The hunt is going pretty good so far, Yanjunana. As you can see, we have pulled our Chase Seriousmon. We have gotten the Chase Vidramon, and we've gotten 2 Altar Proximamons too. It's pretty good. Yeah, the trainings are going to be the hard part, for sure. Hey Sean, welcome. The alt memory boosts are currently 15 to 20, but black and purple aren't listed yet. Nice. I have not really gone hunting for them out in the wild, because I don't really care to. I'll probably just pick up singles of them, since I'm opening so many boxes of this. But at that point, you know, how much is a gift box going for? Like 25? Okay. If we open up another Vidramon or a Proximamon, the stream will end. Okay, yeah, so if they're gonna cost the same price as, like, buying the boost itself, I might just buy the boost. Or the gift box. Hiro Manakawa! So yeah, next Proximamon or Vidramon, the stream will end. Yeah. Magna Angelo. Yeah, I've seen that the gift boxes are very saturated with, like, maybe a secret almost guaranteed. Craniumon? One sec. Man, I love seeing Greymons. Lilithmon? And again, like, opening these packs have been good in terms of quality. Having textured super rares from back in the day are actually really nice. And then, yeah, I think, like, overall quality, I'd say it's a solid B. B+. Like, overall, I'm happy with it. And that is the end of the stream, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining. I appreciate everyone who joined me for this stream, because there have been a lot of great polls. And if you guys ever have any questions, send me an email, send me a Discord message, anything. Or just leave a comment in the video. But with that, guys, I'm going to end the stream here, and I'll catch up with you guys at another time. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.